and welcome to my first video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Windows 98 in a VM inside a VMware workstation. So, open VMware Player, and now click the Create a New Virtual Machine button. Sorry, I meant to say VMware Workstation Player when I said it before. Now, choose if you're using a real disk or an ISO image. I'm going to use an ISO image, so I'm going to click this, and then I'm going to browse. Then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to select my Windows 98 image. Press OK, and it will show Windows 98 detected. Now I am going to press Next. This will auto-detect your operating system from the list, and so just press Next. Give your virtual machine a name. It can be anything you like. Mine is going to be this. Okay, now leave the location as it is and press the Next button. Leave the location as it is because there's no reason to change it. Select a disk size. I am going to leave the disk size to be 8 gigabytes. It will not take up this space immediately, and it will only take it up once the whole disk has been used. Press the Next button. Now, to add printer support and give the virtual machine more RAM, press the Customize Hardware button and enter a RAM. I'm going to give it 512 megs, and then my network adapter is going to be bridged. This allows me to see the virtual machine on the network as a real computer. If you would like to just have internet access, use the NAT feature. Now, I'm going to press the Add button, and I'm going to add a printer. This will allow me to print to real printers, and now, if you would like to, you can add either a floppy drive, or you can add either a floppy drive or a serial port by pressing Add and selecting the correct one. Now I'm going to press Close. Okay, I'm ready. Now I'm going to press the Finish button and Windows will launch. I'm now going to select Boot from CD-ROM, and now I'm going to select Start Windows 98 Setup from CD-ROM. Windows Setup will load. Now press the Return key to begin setting up. Select the Configure Unallocated Disk Space to format your virtual disk and press Return. Yes, enable large disk support so you can access more than 512 megs of the disk. Now press the Return key again. Select Boot from CD-ROM again, and now select Start Windows 98 Setup from CD-ROM again. Windows Setup will load and immediately begin formatting your virtual disk. And done. Now, press the Return key and ScanDisk will run on the virtual disk. It will copy some files and you'll be loaded to the Windows Setup GUI. Now, press the Continue button to begin setting up. It will now load some components. And select C Windows for your directory. Now press Next. It will now check to see if there's anything installed, and then it will check to see if you have enough free disk space. Okay, now click the Custom button and select the features you want to be available. I'm going to disable the accessibility because I'm not impaired at all. I'm going to select all accessories. I'm going to disable the address book, which will also disable Outlook Express. I'm going to enable all communications. I'm going to disable the internet tools. I'm going to leave desktop themes and multi-language unchecked. I'm going to install all multimedia. I'm going to leave the online services checked. And I'm going to install all system tools by doing that. Now I'm going to press the next button. Now, give your computer a name. This will show up on your network if you select Bridged. I'm going to name it Okay. Now, leave the workgroup to workgroup unless you have it something else, and give it a description if you would like. Now, press the next button. Select your keyboard layout and your regional settings, and then press the next button, and select where you live, and then press next. Now, press the next button, and Windows will begin to install. It will prepare to copy files. And copying will begin. See you in a bit when this is done. Okay, I'm back and it's almost done. And done. Now the VM will reboot when you press the Restart Now button. It will say getting ready to run Windows for the first time and boot up from the internal disk. Windows setup will load, and it will begin to ask you for some basic information about your name and your company if you have one.
Yeah.
Okay, so enter your name and your company if you have one. Now press the next button. Okay, now here's the license agreement. Just hit the accept button and press next. Now you will be asked for your Windows product key. Enter this and then press the next button. I am not going to show this footage. Okay, I'm back. I just entered my key and then I press the next button and I get to this screen. This will continue to start Windows and start installing drivers. Press the finish button. You'll be brought back to setup and it will now initialize this driver database. During this process, you will be brought to a screen that asks you to that will scan for non-plug-and-play hardware. This will take a few minutes. I'm going to skip this footage because it will take a little while. This is the detecting non-plug-and-play hardware screen I showed. This will take a few minutes, and I'll be back when the drivers are done. Back, and now it asks to reboot. Press the Restart Now button, and Windows will reboot. Okay, this will load back up and it will detect some more, and it will continue installing some drivers. I'm going to skip this footage. Okay, that's done, and now it's time to set up the date and time. So now, select the month, the year, the day, your time, and your time zone. Then press the Apply button, and now press OK. Windows will now set up some basic stuff, like create some shortcuts, edit some Windows help. And now it will update system settings. I'm going to skip this too, because it will take a while. Okay, back, and now it's ready to restart. Press the Restart Now button, and it will boot to the desktop. Okay, you will be brought to a screen like this that will ask you for a password. Type in whatever password you want, and this is how you set it for your computer. Press the return key, and it will ask you for the password again. Okay, it will install a basic monitor, and you will load the desktop. You will load the desktop, and the Welcome to Windows 98 screen will come up. It will very slowly load the Welcome to Windows 98. It will load slowly because there are not graphics drivers to render it more quickly. We will install graphics drivers in the next step. Now, this may take a few minutes to load the screen because of how slow it's redrawing. Now, the options have loaded. Just press the Close button. Now, the next step to do is to open My Computer, right-click on the CD drive, and press the Eject button. Now, press the Virtual Machine menu and press Install VMware Tools. VMware Tools setup will load. Now, press the Next button, and on the next screen, select Custom. Press the Next button, and install this feature, and open this, and select this feature will not be available for mouse drivers. Mouse drivers seem to have problems. Now, just press the Next button, and now press Install. This will install your graphics drivers and some other stuff for VMware. Now, press the No button, and press the Finish button. Now, press Yes, and the virtual machine will reboot. Okay, your window will be slightly higher resolution and the color will be better. Type your password and press return. Welcome to Windows 98 screen will come up. Just ignore it for now and press the Start menu, hover over Settings, and press Control Panel. Control Panel will open. Select the Display option, select the Settings tab, and increase the resolution. I'm going to select this, and now press OK. Now press OK to keep this, yes to keep the setting. Now press OK. Now I'm going to enter full screen mode because the resolution would require me to scroll. So press the virtual machine and press enter full screen. This will also increase your resolution to maximum. Now it's time to connect to the internet. In this window, welcome to Windows 98, press the Connect to the Internet button. Say I want to connect through a LAN. Select I want to connect through a LAN. These are proxy settings. Just leave them blank and press the Next button. Now, press Finish and Internet Explorer will open. If all goes well, it will detect your proxy settings if you have any. And you'll be brought to the MSN homepage in all its glory on Windows 98. If you get errors, just press the OK button. Okay, you're brought to the MSN homepage. Press the X, and now uncheck this box, and press Close. Congratulations, Windows 98 has been successfully installed. Now, when you close VMware Player, the virtual machine will be removed from the list. For example, I'm going to shut down this virtual machine. Shut down. I'm going to do that. The virtual machine window will now close, and now I'm going to press this again. Now, you see this? This may or may not be in the list. If it's not, press the File, open a virtual machine, find your VMware folder in your home directory, open your folder of the name of the VM, and select the name of your VM.vmx, and then press the Open button. Congrats, you've installed successfully. This will be me. Seeing you later. Bye.